So you've probably clicked on this video and are thinking, how the hell is working out less going to help me see more results in the gym? Well, today I'm here to talk about rest days, which are often a pretty forgotten part of people's workout routine. And I'm going to cover why they're just as, if not even more important than the days that you work out. Hello, my name is Callum, and whether you've been going to the gym for a couple weeks or a couple years, understanding the importance of rest is crucial to seeing progress in the gym. Today we're going to be talking about the physical benefits of rest, the mental benefits, and also covering how to plan a rest day effectively. Okay, so firstly I'm going to cover the basics of working out and rest days, and then after that I'll quickly go through the scientific side, like the terminology and the research. So to put it simply, a lot of you may already know this, but when you're working out, you're not actually building muscle, you're basically breaking it down. Your muscles, so let's say you've done a really hard cardio session or like a hard bicep workout. The muscle fibers in your arm will like break down, and they have these micro tears that are basically rebuilt when you're resting. And when you rest, that's when your muscles grow stronger, bigger, and more resilient. So that's kind of the simple side of things. Now I'm just quickly going to go over the scientific stuff to kind of explain it in like better terms. So when you break down your muscle, your body does this thing called muscle protein synthesis, which is basically where your body takes the protein that you've eaten. So foods with protein, for example, are like eggs, chicken, just kind of like meat, eggs, dairy, and it uses the protein to rebuild your muscle fibers. So when you're resting, muscle protein synthesis is most effective. And that's why, one reason why it's important to rest. As well as that, when you're resting, your nervous system recovers. So obviously when you're working out, it does put stress on your nervous system. And if you're not giving your body the right amount of time to rest, then your nervous system can't recover properly and you can't really recruit muscle fibers. So I've just explained how rest days work and what actually happens on your rest day. But some of you may still be thinking, how does this relate to working out less equaling more results? Well, I've got a study right here in front of me. It's by the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, and I'm not going to go into it too in depth. But basically what they done in this study is they had two groups of people. They had one group who trained consecutively, so pretty much every day of the week. And they had another group who trained, let's say 4 or 5 days a week. They had a few rest days. And they actually found that both groups, when put on a strength and muscle-based like weightlifting program, actually found that they had very similar results in terms of muscle growth. And this basically tells us that whether you work out every day of the week or you work out 4 or 5 days a week, you're going to see very similar results. And this basically means that if you're going and working out 7 days a week, not only are you wasting time, but you're also wasting physical and mental energy. And pretty much, according to this study, it seems that you're better off working out less days in the week and being able to reap the benefits of having rest days rather than working out every single day, because either way you're going to see pretty much the same results. I do quickly want to touch on the mental and hormonal benefits of rest days right now as well, because I think they're just as important as the physical benefits. So pretty much when you rest, your body produces less cortisol, and cortisol is the stress hormone. Obviously that's good for like your mental health and your mental clarity, because you're not going to be as stressed. But there's also an actual kind of physical benefit to this, because testosterone, which is the hormone that produces muscle, or it is very important in the repair of muscle, is antagonistic to cortisol, which basically means that if you have a high cortisol level, you're going to have low testosterone, and vice versa. If you have high testosterone, your cortisol is going to be lowered. So resting helps us keep our cortisol low, which means our testosterone is going to be higher, and we're going to be able to repair and build more muscle, which is obviously the goal if you are going to the gym a lot and weight training. As well as that, there's also a much lower risk of burning out if you're taking rest days. For example, let's say it's New Year's, the New Year's just started, and someone's just decided they're going to start working out 6 days a week, doing cardio like every day, this and that. The problem with that is that when you go from 0 to 100 so quickly, you're going to burn out really fast, especially when you give yourself such a big goal of, I want to go to the gym every single day. You're better off going to the gym 4 days a week, maybe 5, if you're experienced, and taking a couple rest days to make sure over time you don't get burnt out and you're able to actually continue going to the gym in the long run. So all in all, rest days are very good for you and they have a lot of benefits. And now I want to talk about how you can optimize your rest days in order to have a good rest day rather than just sitting on the sofa and doing nothing all day. So firstly, I want to talk about active recovery. And that is basically just, like I said, instead of sitting on the sofa all day, watching TV and doing nothing, you want to kind of keep your muscles warm in a way. You want to make sure they don't seize up. So, for example, if you just went out for a run yesterday, like you ran a 10K, and the next day your legs are quite achy, you don't just want to sit on your ass and do nothing all day. Try and go out for a walk or do some stretches and make sure you keep your muscles warm, because at the end of the day, it's going to mean that your legs are in less pain because you're going to be moving about and making sure, like I said, they stay warm. They don't kind of freeze up. And it also means that you're going to stay active on the day that you're resting. So even though you're not at the gym, you're still getting up and doing something. The next thing that's really important to optimize your rest day is your diet and nutrition. So, of course, on the days that you go to the gym, you want to do certain things. Like for me, example, I eat a lot of carbs before I go to the gym because it gives you more energy and it makes me have a better workout rather than not having carbs before the gym. Basically, what I'm saying here is on the days that you rest, you really want to increase your protein intake because, as I said before, muscle protein synthesis is where your muscles get built and made bigger and stronger. And you need to make sure you're fueling your body properly in order to be able to do that. So I would recommend the kind of like standard for people that want to build muscle is 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, for me, I weigh around 170 pounds. So I would want to get at least like 150 grams of protein in per day, maybe 140, 150. That's my goal that I usually set. And as I said before, you want to make sure you keep your nutrition right on rest days. You want to make sure you're still eating good. Don't just sit there and stuff your face with a bunch of trash like chocolate and crisps, whatever, just because you're having a rest. Obviously, it's okay to do that sometimes, but when you're just focused on your goal and you're just having a optimized rest day, you want to make sure you're eating properly. The third thing that is important, in my opinion, and this might even be the most important thing to get out of this video, is your sleep. You need to make sure that your sleep is on point. You want to really try and get, I'd say, 7 to 9 hours a night of sleep. That's kind of works for most people. And honestly, I could go on for hours about how good sleep is, but I'll mention a couple things right now that are really important about sleep. Firstly, sleep is where when your hormones are produced. So as I was saying before, testosterone. When you sleep, a lot of testosterone is produced, and so is growth hormone. And these two hormones are extremely important in the repair and building of your muscles. As well as that, getting enough rest makes you feel less tired and fatigued, which obviously means the next day you're going to be able to have a better workout if you've slept properly and not just stayed up all night being on your phone. So yeah, sleep, extremely important if you want to have an optimized rest day. And the final one that I want to cover is simply just listening to your body. So for example, as I said before, let's say you've done a 10K run yesterday, and then today you've got up, you've gone for a walk, you've done whatever, and then the next day comes after that, and your legs still feel really sore, or maybe you just feel really mentally drained, and you just feel like a workout might have more of a negative impact today than a positive impact. And you need to be honest with yourself here. Don't just make excuses and be like, oh, I'm a bit achy, I'm not going to go to the gym. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you genuinely feel like working out is going to do more bad than good, then it's okay to listen to your body and just take another rest day. At the end of the day, being healthy and going to the gym is a lifestyle. And as long as you're going consistently over the months, over the weeks, over the years, that's the most important thing. Having one extra day because you were really genuinely tired and weren't able to work out is, in my opinion, better than going to the gym when you feel like crap and having a bad workout, which might even put you in a worse mood. So all in all, I hope you guys watching have understood from this video that working out less can actually help you more in the long run, especially with your longevity and your mental and physical health. And also understand that taking a rest day doesn't mean that you're lazy or you just weren't bothered to go to the gym. It's actually an intelligent way of listening to your body and understanding that you need to recover in order to be able to grow. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching to the end if you made it this far. If you want, comment down below what you guys do for your rest routine. And if you found something helpful in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more posts in the future. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, rest isn't the enemy, overtraining is.